Hi, and welcome to... Oh. Wait. Wait, no, look. That's not fair at all. Really? Oh, no, seriously, I can't even... You're just gonna keep on... going... No! For as long as GSF has existed, players have made the claim that gear imbalance renders piloting skill meaningless, and that players can pay to win, presumably buying the gear they need to succeed. Yeah, we heard you the first time. While it is inarguable that a properly outfitted ship is more capable than one with no upgrades, these deficits can be countered by skillful piloting, tactical awareness, and knowledge of the game. Easy to say, right? Well, I decided to put my convictions to the test. Stock Ship was born. His mission was clear. Fly 50 games in pure stock ships, just as they are when any new pilot first steps into the hangar. No ship requisition spent, no upgrades, default crewmen in their original slots. Whatever happens, happens. I would record the results, and look at both how effective I could be given the limitations, and also what type of opposition I would encounter. What would happen?
What a hit! Gotta stop taking hits like that! Shields aren't looking so hot. Shields aren't looking so hot. Now, we gotcha. Can't take much more like that! Retreat! We'll fight another day.
Undaunted and unbroken, I carried on. It's worth noting that I did spend 5,000 fleet requisition to buy a stock Flashfire. Any player can acquire that same 5,000 fleet requisition after their very first match, win or lose, by getting the Introduction to Starfighter quest from a PvP terminal. As a longtime subscriber, I start out with the Type 1 Strike, Type 1 Scout, and a Type 1 gunship in my hangar. But for free-to-play players, that 5,000 fleet requisition can buy you both a Type 1 gunship and a Type 1 bomber, or you can opt for any other single ship, including the Type 2 Scout. Also worth noting is that a new player has no need to spend cartel coins on any of the cartel ship variants. The only bonus those ships receive is a 10% increase to requisition gain, which is virtually meaningless. Experienced players sometimes make use of the luxury afforded by having a second copy of a particular ship type in their hangar, but new players will find no immediate benefit from owning cartel ships. There is no pay to win. Back in action, I continued flying for another 49 matches, queuing up on Harbinger in prime time. I was curious to see if I would be subjected to constant stomps at the hands of geared veterans, or if I would face more appropriate challenges. Let's take a look at what happened. I finished with a record of 28 wins and 22 losses. Aside from my very first game, I never again faced a full slate of veteran players. The opposition I commonly encountered had ships in varying degrees of mastery, and was primarily comprised of inexperienced players with at most a veteran or two on their side. I averaged 7.72 kills, 9.92 assists, and 51,422 damage per match. I flew 30 matches in the Type 1 gunship, 12 in the Type 2 Scout, 7 in the Type 1 Scout, and 2 in the Type 1 Strike Fighter. The unfortunate reality is that stock strike fighters are woefully ineffective against anything more powerful than raw opposition. New players should start learning other ships as soon as possible, whether their preferences lead them to scouts, bombers, or gunships, all of which are quickly obtainable. New players should get out of that strike fighter immediately.
Mark.
Virtually any other choice will chart a quicker path to being competitive. These results show that experience and the skills gained along the way can make a pilot dangerous even in a completely unupgraded ship. With the right mindset and a thirst for knowledge, green recruits can quickly become contributors, and from there, not even the sky is the limit. In the rest of the stock ship series, we will be looking at individual matches played wholly in stock ships, with a focus on how the beginning pilot can apply fundamental techniques to score well and help their team.